What's the biggest mistake you can make in your 20s or 30s? Just fucking coast through life waiting for something to happen. Nobody is gonna walk up to you and hand you a meaning to your life or a fulfilling career. Adding to this, just because you don't know what to do with your life doesn't mean you should do nothing. For the majority of my friends in high school, it was trying heroin after experimenting with pills. Since then 6 have died, and the rest are either struggling with their addiction or have completely ruined their lives. Edit. This is Central/Eastern Kentucky. To live beyond one's means. Everyone wants to live a rich life, forgetting that only a few can truly afford it. Not taking advantage of your greatest asset, time. When I was talking with an older friend who was very well off, millionaire, I jokingly said, "I'll trade you my age for your money." And his reply has always stuck with me. He said, "I can do more with your time than you can do with my money." I didn't take it as an insult, but as motivation to make the most of my time and not waste it. I know plenty of people who really messed up by getting married in their early 20s. By the way, I'm one of them. Don't be comfortable. Seriously, be uncomfortable. Interview for a job that's out of your league. Ask the girl out that's out of your league. Apply for grad school that's out of your league. When the worst thing that can happen is the same as if you never tried, try. Having children by the wrong person. Having children at all before you're ready emotionally, mentally, and financially. Financially? Das a big one. Kids are expensive. Not exercising. Never stop. Keep an active lifestyle if you can. It only gets harder and harder to get back into it. Edit. Exercise isn't the mistake. Stopping is. Oh, I can relate. Up until I hit my 30s, my metabolism was amazing. But after I got promoted, my lifestyle changed. And now in my 30s it's way harder to deal with my sagging belly. Fuck everything else in this thread. Take care of your teeth. To add to this, go to the fucking dentist. You are not Tom Hanks in Castaway all isolated on a desert island. Don't waste time being self-conscious. Don't waste time on negative people/relationships/interpersonal dramas. Use this time for personal development. Get good at things you enjoy. Be friends with people who make you happy. Do interesting shit. Literally no one, ever, has looked back and been pleased that they spent 6 months embroiled in roommate drama. You're not going to, hopefully, be regaling the bar with how that bitch Cheryl bleached your towels in 6 years. It doesn't fucking matter. No one has ever been super jazzed that they nitpicked their own appearance for 7 years, and consequently couldn't enjoy themselves because they were pulling at their clothing. I'm not talking about self-improvement. I'm talking about being really unhappy with yourself for the sake of being really unhappy with yourself. Stop doing that, you're fine. If your relationship involves screaming, drunken screaming, the silent treatment, weird subterfuge, or general nastiness, and I could make an endless list of bullshit behavior, leave that relationship. You are going to outgrow friendships. Other people are going to outgrow your friendship. This is normal. It's not an indictment of you as a person. It can be painful. Handle it with grace. And always, think before you react. Always be your own devil's advocate. Think about others. Think about how you sound when dealing with conflict. Being a stable person is partially an acquired skill. Learn it. Coasting on their potential. It's easy to put off actually doing anything while you're still basking in the glory of being the smart kid at school or university. But then all of a sudden you're 29, and there are celebrities younger than you, and you find yourself wondering where to even get started. If you want something, the time to start working towards it is while you're young and hungry. People used to tell me I had a lot of potential, but one day I realized I'd wasted it. If you don't do anything with your potential, it's worth nothing. Going to college without a plan or moving towards an actually marketable degree. just because it's what you think you should be doing because it's what everyone else is doing. Don't think that there is plenty of time to save for retirement. If it is possible for you to put something away on a regular basis, do it. The best time to start is when you get a job that offers you more pay than what you were getting. Take a percentage of the increase and start savings that right from the beginning. That helps make it such that you never miss it. Falling out of the habit of exercising regularly. It's such an easier habit to maintain than it is to adopt in one's 30s. Edit. This comment isn't about weight loss. It's about exercise. You can all stop talking about limiting calories. I've literally been there and done that. Looking thin is not the only component to having a healthy body. Get loans, credit cards that they can't fully pay off. Spend more money than you truly have or make. I did all that. Now I'm punished by my own poor mistakes of trying to spend money with people who make way more. I got 2 to 3 more wires and am paid off. Forgetting about calling and visiting your parents. Seriously? It may sound weird, but when I was in my 20s, I was so happy to be out of the house that I made the mistake of disconnecting with my mom and dad. I wish I would have done more. Not taking advantage of the freedoms you have now. Most people in their 20s aren't married or have kids. Enjoy it. Travel. Volunteer. Figure out who you are and what kind of person you want to be as you finish growing up. Don't saddle yourself down with a ton of responsibilities now, because you will never be this young, this free, this full of energy, and have this many opportunities to grab life by the balls and enjoy yourself again. I have no energy. This has to be the realest comment I've seen all day. Buying vehicles they can barely afford. Not realizing that the really nice cars also usually have really high insurance rates. I saw this happen to some friends in my late teens/early 20s. I have a friend that decided to go out and get a used Infiniti G37 coupe because it looked cool. One day he starts asking me how much I pay for insurance on my car. I ask him why he's curious, and it turns out that he's paying almost $300 a month on insurance alone. And his car payment is around $350 for a 5-year loan. He was paying almost $700 a month for a $20,000 car. Edit, loan not a lease. Come to Toronto at 21-year-old will be getting $300 a month on a Corolla. Sacrifice learning for earning. Not saying you have to go to college, but you need to learn a marketable skill in a career that has a future. Working as a server/bartender or other similar job for easy money is not a viable long-term move. I see many 40-year-old servers who look 50 and hate life. Take care of yourself. Your habits now will follow you for a long time. I'm 27 and starting to realize this, so I'm trying to turn things around. Less drinking, more salads, less carbs, etc. Also, don't waste money on stupid shit. If you're about to buy something stupid, just think, will I get annoyed at having this in 2 years? If you're about to buy something stupid, just think. This reminds me of some good words of wisdom from Dwight Schrute. Whenever I'm about to do something, I think, would an idiot do that? And if they would, I do not do that thing. Not brushing your teeth. When my father passed away, I slept away each night without taking care of myself. I've had so many root canals, removals, and pain because of it, and it only hurts what little self-image I have of myself. When your teeth go, you smile less and hate yourself a little more every day. It just takes so much away from you. Please take care of those chompers. 20s are a minefield. Everything you do determines a large chunk of your future. I'd say the most careful with drugs and relationships. In my 33 years, those two things have been the most damaging and life/dream threatening. Not wearing sunscreen. Seriously, people, wear sunscreen. Getting sunburned just once can triple your risk of melanoma later in life. I work with a lot of older hippies, construction workers, landscapers, and arborists, and a lot of them have skin cancer, and they all really wish they had worn sunscreen. Listen to Baz Luhrmann and wear sunscreen. If you're concerned about certain chemicals in sunscreen, there's always alternatives. Also look into Korean sunscreens. They have amazing sunscreens that go on smooth just like lotion, and don't leave you sticky or contain some of the harsh chemicals in American sunscreens. Make it a part of your daily routine, and you'll appreciate it later in life. Caring too much about other people's opinion. Heavy drinking. You can waste away years of your life like this, thinking you're just partying. A good friend of mine recently came to terms with his alcoholism. Getting blackout drunk every week for nearly a decade is not normal. Taking advice from people on Reddit. I'll bear that in mind. Think that time is infinite. It gets faster when one gets older, and as soon as you know it, you hit your 30s. I am 61. I swear I was 24 the day before yesterday. It goes really fast when you start turning 30. Not investing in yourself. Work out, learn skills, professional and personal. Stop wasting time. This may sound really stupid and poetic, but a big mistake one could make is not making enough mistakes. Your 20s are supposed to be a time of trial and error. I hope you take this with common sense. This does not mean to make the mistake of doing black tar heroin or sticking your fingers up an unwilling girl's skirt. Just do not encase yourself in this insecure bubble that will lead to deep regret later in life. Getting into a relationship with who has control issues. A lack of respect for personal boundaries is a serious red flag. The risks include depleted savings, ruined credit, damage to career, frayed ties to family and friends, and ending up with one or more unplanned children. Serious advice. If a charming person has that red flag, but you think you can manage it, don't even try. Marry the first person that shows interest in them because they feel like it's their only chance to be with someone, and having kids immediately after because kids improve marriage. No. 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 Just no. Kids are cool, but as long as both parents fully participate, and a baby puts an enormous strain even on a healthy relationship. Getting fat. I am 35 and fat, and people are disgusted by me and hate me. No one sits next to me on the bus, and when they have to, their revulsion is palpable. I never thought I would let myself go, but I did. I'm miserable with myself. Take care of yourself, or someday you'll be just like me. The biggest mistake I made was living without purpose. I guess that resounds with any age, though. Interestingly enough, I was afraid of being 30. So far, my 30s have been the best time of my life. Thank you so much for watching. In the comments under this video, write about the biggest mistake someone can make in their 20s or early 30s.